So clearly you feel Rahul's time or Rahul's experiment is over now. It's time for Priyanka to get her
Definitely.
Do you see that happening?
It must happen.
Okay, I'll come to the state now. There has been a lot of controversy regarding the leadership here in the state after the election. You have one set of supporters demanding let Parmeshwar be made the deputy chief minister. This is one of the protest or voices in the party. Several MLAs are supporting it. You are someone very close to Siddaramaiah, at least that is what is being said. What do you think will happen now? Will the Congress party make Siddaramaiah to pay for this defeat?
No.
Do you see Parmeshwar becoming the second power center in the government?
No, I am very good friend of Mr. Parmeshwar also, because we work together.
True.
We worked in the Ministry of Moili, in the Ministry of Krishna. We worked together. So we are very good friends. Yes, Parmeshwar must accommodate. That Mr. Siddaramaiah and the High Command must sit together, and he must be given it, because for 3 years continuously he worked for the party before election. Maybe he may got defeated in the elections, assembly elections, but he is also one of the instruments to bring Congress to the power in Karnataka.
But how will you accommodate him? In what capacity?
Yeah, so as a minister.
Just as a simple minister?
No. As a minister or deputy chief minister. See, in constitution, there is no chief minister.
Yeah, it's not a constitutional post, yes.
It's a constitutional. See, head of the Council of Ministers. Yeah, let him become the deputy chief minister. What is there? Yes. He must be accommodated. That's my sincere opinion.
But do you think now Siddaramaiah will pay for the election debacle, or will he be forced to pay for it?
Why? This is the joint responsibility. This is the joint responsibility of all the ministry of Siddaramaiah, and this is the joint responsibility of Mr. Parmeshwar, the KPCC chief, and his party paraphernalia. All must shoulder the defeat. It is not just Siddaramaiah must shoulder this defeat.
But then you already have voices stating that, a few cabinet ministers might be removed from the cabinet. You already have a statement coming in from Shamru Shankarappa and various other leaders.
No, that I leave it to Mr. Chief Minister. He has to take decision.
So where do you see the state Congress heading from here?
The state Congress also must be regenerated. State Congress, and all the bottom, right from the panchayat level to the parliament level bodies must be changed, and interested youngsters must be accommodated with a new voice, with a new agenda, with a new program. The Congress has to, because next we are going to face panchayat election. It is just 15-16 months.
Yes.
Next panchayat is coming. Afterwards, Jilla Panchayat, Taluk Panchayat. Then 4 years assembly is coming. It's a routine, it's a routine for which the Congress has to get ready with new faces, with new agenda, with new faces.
But what do you do with the senior leaders now? Because it's said that there's two set of old guard versus a new guard in the Congress now.
No. It's only one Congress. The senior leaders, they must sit like saints. They must bless. That's all. Let not be in the executive. They must advise. Let them be with all their experience and excellence. They must advise.
So for you personally, where do you see politics for you panning out in the next few years?
Yeah, I am always with the people, because my 40 years, I am in the public life since 40 years, since
Yes.
Devaraja's period. So I have enjoyed. I worked in the party as General Secretary, KPCC, ICC member, KPCC. I was in the executive. Now also, I am always in the midst of the people. I will work for the people. I will work for the party, and I will work whatever the innovative programs that Mr. Siddaramaiah has already introduced In the implementation work, we'll all join together. We'll work for the party, and we'll work that programs of Siddaramaiah government must reach the doors of the people.
Because there's this voice which is suggesting that many of these leaders who lost in the Lok Sabha election should be rehabilitated in the state government. You already have voices for Ramya to be brought into the cabinet.
No.
So would you like to be part of the state government?
Let them be accommodated in the party work, including me, because 19 we lost. All the 19, if all the 19 is going to accommodate the MLC, this thing, where is that? Where is the place? Let others who has not represented so far, who has not given an opportunity, let them be given an opportunity and ask them to work. Yes, let all the who lost, like me, who lost the election, will all work for the party. Will all work for the party.
Are you in favor of Ramya being taken into the cabinet? Because there's this talk that Ramya will be made an MLC, then made a cabinet minister.
I don't think.
You don't see that happening?
No, I don't think. Because in Congress it's not that easy. Yes, Ramya, Papa, she's a victim. Yeah, let her work because of his much idol image. Let her work for the party, in the different capacities in the KPCC. Afterwards, the time will come, chances will come in chase of her, Time will come.
But what happens to the infighting?
Infighting, that must be solved,
Can you, because you're dealing with two powerful leaders from the domain, or from the area, from the belt, who are really powerful, and does the both state leadership here at the national level as well have the stomach to deal with these leaders? As you said, if required, someone should be thrown out of the party as well.
They must, because there are leaders, even in the central also, all Rajya Sabha members. At least they don't have that popularity to bring votes, Just they will sit in the ACC and dictate terms, They must all be cleansed from there. First, the ACC must be clean. The ACC must be cleansed. Or you see, in Gujarat, Mr. Ahmed Patel is there. Mr. Mistry is there.
Yes.
What were they doing? When Modi was telling, I turned out this thing, that thing, he was telling lie, Then did they have ever retorted it? No, they didn't retorted it even now. They are talking now. What for? Why should we accept them again as leaders of our party? No.
So somewhere are you hinting that people who are surrounding the leadership, especially Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi, they are not giving the exact ground reality. They're not saying the same things.
This is right from Mrs. Gandhi's time. They were all called caucus, Yeah, their caucus must be ousted out from that sales. They should not find place again there. No.
Okay, coming to state back again. Now you have various elections, as you said. You have perhaps the BBMP election in a few years' time, the Panchayat election, later on the Assembly election. Are you looking at an overall change in the state party structure?
No. It needs.
But personally over there in Mandya and Mysore belt?
The whole state needs a change in the party organization.
And coming to the last question, coming to the election results, if there are a few person whom you think, person or reasons apart from Deve Gowda, were responsible for your defeat, what are they or who are they?
I can't say no.
Why?
Because it takes time. It will come out, It will come out because on the day of murder only, the culprits you can't catch. It takes time.
Are you afraid to name them?
No, I never afraid to anybody, I never afraid to anybody. I'm sincere worker of Congress. Since 40 years I'm in Congress. There is no such this thing.
But you definitely believe that there are leaders who contributed to this loss.
Definitely, definitely.
Are they from the state? State leadership, local leadership?
State leadership, local leadership, all are mixed. A composite.
Will you be able to deal with them in the coming days or coming months and years? Because if you have to survive in Mysore,
No,
in the
not
politics
only in
of-
Mysore. The Congress must survive. Congress must survive for the poor people of Karnataka, for poor people of India, and all sections, for the inclusive development and inclusive participation of the democratic ideology. Congress must rejuvenate, Congress must live in this nation.
Well, that's what you believe, Mr. Vishwanath. All the best for your future political plans and all other plans in Mysore.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you'll find out who are the people who were behind that defeat in Mysore. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Mr. Padja.
Thank you. Well, that was Mr. Vishwanath saying it's time for the Congress to change itself, and he also believes that time has come now for Priyanka Gandhi to come forward and take the leadership. Well, that's it in this News 9 special. Stay tuned. News and updates continue on the other side.